If you are a rental property owner, there's one area that can quietly cost you thousands of dollars, and most investors don't even pay enough attention to it. And that's maintenance. More specifically, how your property manager handles maintenance. Do they use a third-party vendor or do they have an in-house maintenance team? Because that decision has a direct impact on your bottom line. Let's start with the most common setup. Third-party vendors. On the surface, it seems normal, but here's what typically happens. Every time there's an issue, you're paying a trip charge, usually around $75 to $100 just for somebody to show up. Even if it's a simple fix that takes 15 minutes, you're often paying a full service rate. So what should be a quick repair turns into a $200 or $300 expense. And that's just the obvious cost. The bigger issue is this. Third-party vendors don't actually manage your property. They complete a task and then they leave. They're not looking for other issues, reporting on tenant behavior, noticing deferred maintenance, or thinking about long-term condition of your asset. They're there to fix what they're there to fix, and then they're done. And in many cases, there's another layer most owners don't realize. Some property managers actually add markup on top of those vendors. So now you're paying the vendor and the manager's fee on top of it. Now, some companies try to solve this by creating a separate maintenance company, but that creates a different issue. Now they need to be profitable in two businesses, and that can lead to inflated costs or lack of transparency. So what's the better approach? In-house maintenance. At VP Property Management, our maintenance team is fully integrated into our management system, and that changes everything. First, it's more cost effective. If something takes 15 minutes to fix, you're not paying a full service rate. You're paying for the actual work. Second, it gives you better oversight of your property. Every time our team goes out, they're not just fixing the issue. They're checking the condition of the property, how the tenant is treating it, whether there are other problems developing, and that gets reported back to management. Third, it improves tenant experience. When the tenant sees the same people consistently, it builds trust. It feels more professional, and that often leads to better communication and longer tenancy. And at the end of the day, that's what this is really about. Protecting your assets and maximizing your return. So even if you're evaluating a property manager, don't just ask what their fee is, ask how they handle their maintenance. Because that decision alone can make or break your investment over time. And if you want to see how our system works or compare it with what you currently have, reach out to us because we'd be happy to walk you through it. If you've been trying to figure out what's actually working in real estate right now,